These are my week 4 pick'ems for Americas and Pacific, and let's get right into it, starting off with Americas. And so when we're gonna take a quick look at the ELO ratings, I think the ELO ratings are kind of decent right now. A lot of the teams have played all the maps, and about half the teams have not played one of the maps, either Ascent or Summit. And yeah, as I've said, the elo rating looks kind of decent. We've got Lev at the top, then G2, 100 Thieves, NRG, MIBR, which I would kind of agree with that these are the runner-ups, with G2, 100 Thieves, NRG kind of being close by each other, and then MIBR. Then in 6th, there's Sentinels, which I would also agree with, and then a bit of a gap to like Loud, Envy, uh, which I also think fits, and then Furia, Crew, EG, C9 at the bottom, or put C9 a bit higher, I would say, but overall, I feel really good about what this ELO rating has produced. And so let's get right into the pick'ems. And as you can see, last week I went 5 and 3 in Americas. I think it's decent. Not too great, but I mean, at least decent. NRG getting upset over Lev, I would say, and we getting what I thought was an upset, but they are clearly better. MV over Furia, same with C9 over Crew. And yeah, so let's get into the week 4 matches. First up, we've got EG versus Furia, and I'm gonna pick EG just because Furia looks so bad since their changes. They really look shit, so I think EG should be fine in this. Then NRG should beat Envy, 100 Thieves should beat C9, G2 should beat Loud, Sentinels should beat Crew. I think Lev should be fine versus MIBR still, even though Lev have looked human kind of versus Energy. I still think Energy are much better than MIBR, so I think Lev should be fine here. Then Energy should win versus EG, and lastly 100 Thieves should win versus Cloud. And yeah, for Americas again, I think this is a fairly straightforward week of matches. I can't really see any upset happening, which isn't to say that it is gonna happen. Like, probably one of these matches isn't gonna go the way that I think it is. I would say Lev and MIBR is the most likely in this case, but probably not gonna be the case this way. But yeah, in terms of predicting these matches, I think they're fairly straightforward. So now let's get to Pacific. And for Pacific, nearly all of the teams have played all the maps. It's only T1, Zeta, and Nongshim who have not played Summit thus far. So yeah, hopefully we can tick these off this week as well. And then we've got at the top Pepper X, then Nongshim, Genji, then GE, T1. I think I would agree that these are the top 5 teams overall. Then Vero, which I think is fair, as well as Full Sense and DFM. I think Team Secret is a bit too high compared to these 4, although Full Sense might just be more shit than I think, to be fair. Then DRX, Zeta, and RQ. I think Zeta have looked better than what their elo rating depicts, but also RQ looked better in their last match. So I think kind of the middle of the pack in Pacific is looking quite competitive right now. So yeah, I think the elo rating is decent, but yeah, I'm also not too sure about these middle of the pack teams or bottom half of the pack, kind of. But now let's get into the pick'ems. And last week I went a really poor 3 and 5. I got both of the full sense matches wrong, as well as both of the DFM matches. So DFM looking way better than I thought, full sense way worse than I thought. And then what I thought would be a close match, the 50-50 match, Genji won instead of GE. So that was the matches that I got wrong. And so let's look at the week 4 matches. First up, DFM should be fine versus Team Secret. I think Genji should be fine versus Full Sense. I think T1 should be fine versus DRX. GE versus Zeta, I think, is the closest match that we're gonna have this week. I think this is gonna be a banger, and I can honestly see it going either way, but I am gonna stick with GE. I'm not 100% certain yet that Zeta are competitive enough consistently to beat a team like GE, so that's why I'm going with GE. And then Vero versus Paper X, I think Paper X should be able to win this. And then Nongshim, I think, should be able to beat RRQ. And yeah, these are my pick'ems for Pacific. I think we only have really GE versus Zeta that is gonna be close. Vero versus Paper X, I think would be dope if Vero are good enough that it is close, but I don't quite see that happening. And I would be really happy if Full Sense look much better now, that they can be competitive versus Genji. But after the last week, there's no reason for me to believe that. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think, with which picks you agree with, which would you do differently, and then we're gonna see each other next week.